Hey guys, so today's going to be a tutorial for this fierce copper cat eye look. I had no plans on filming this video. Actually, I had a different video planned for today, but this is actually the exact look that I wore in my September favorites, and after seeing a ton of requests for it, I thought I would just film this and show you exactly how I did this look. I really feel like copper is to fall what bronze is to summer. I feel like I just got really deep and poetic, but basically it's just a really good go-to. It always works. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lavish palette. If you guys know, I've been waiting to get my hands on this for a long time, so that's what the colors look like. And I did use mostly this palette to create the look that you see here, and I'm loving it so much. In case you guys are curious on my thoughts, it exceeded my expectations, and I'm really happy about that because I totally hyped it up in my own head, so I was hoping that it would meet my own expectations. Loving it so far. Perfect colors for fall. Anyway, if you want to see exactly how I got this look, then just keep watching. I'm going to start off by using some colors from the Lavish palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm going to use this color right here first. This is called Orange Soda on an E40 blending brush. So this color is like a pale orange shade, but in comparison to the other coppery colors that are going to be on the lid, it's not going to come across super orange. It's just going to kind of blend right into the look. So I'm going to apply that all over the brow bone and really make sure I blend that out using the same brush. Then I'm using a wedge-shaped crease brush. This is an E25, and I'm going to use that to apply this color right here called Sienna. This color is actually pretty much an exact dupe for Brown Script by MAC, so if you don't have the Lavish palette, you could use that shade or anything similar. And I'm just going to apply that directly into the crease and blend it up into the other color using the side of the brush. I'm just going to run over it one more time with our blending brush that we used before. So now I'm going to switch to a packing brush. This is an E55, and I'm going to use that to apply this copper shade right here called Rum Cake. So what you want to do with this color is really pack this all over the lid, and what I do to pack color so that it really shows up is basically just tap the lid without actually lifting your brush off of your lid. So I'm just making that motion but never really lifting my brush. Then I like to go back to the E25 brush and just run it along the crease to make sure there's no awkward gaps in between colors. Then I'm going to use this shade by NARS. This is called Galapagos, and I use this a lot of times on my lower lash line. But even though it has some golden shimmer to it, I do like to apply it to the crease too, or the outer V, for definition. Sometimes, usually I like to use matte colors in those areas, but this one you can build up a lot of dimension with it, and it's not like a really high metallic finish or anything. So I'm applying that into the outer V with my rounded crease brush from Ulta that I love and talk about all the time. I'm going to wing out the eyeshadow using this brush, and then make sure to bring a little bit of it into the crease just so it all kind of connects. So you can see how it looks like a really harsh line right now. I'm just going to take a fluffy E35 brush and go over the edges with this brush. You don't want to see a definitive edge where one color starts and the next one stops. You just want it to kind of all just flow. And now I'm just taking this Loreal Voluminous Smoldering eye kohl, and I'm going around my waterline with this. This is really going to make the whites of your eyes pop and just make your look a little bit more striking and bold. Then I'm using this E20 short shader brush to apply this color called Truffle to the lower lash line. It's like a burgundy color. So I'm going to use this darker shade just to connect to the outer corner and make the basic line that we want, and the basic shape. And then using that same brush, I just want to get a little bit of this cranberry shade. This one is called Pink Sapphire, and I'm just going to tap that right on top of the truffle color, and that is going to make that burgundy tone pop a little bit more and just make the color I don't know, just give it more of that cranberry hue to it. Then I'm going to switch to my Urban Decay Naked palette just for a second. I'm going to use the pretty pink highlight shade from this palette called Virgin, which is looking a little washed out on camera right now, but it is like a pinkish color. This brush is just an E70 angled brush, and that color is just going to go all around the tear ducts. Nothing fancy. So since this look was requested from the look that I wore in my favorites video the other day, I thought I would show you guys exactly what I did. Even though this is totally optional, I wanted to show you exactly what I did for that look. So I just have a little bit of this Copper Sparkle pigment by MAC on the end of that same E55 brush. I just flipped it over to the other side, and I just have a tiny bit on there. I'm going to spray it with some Fix Plus, just give it like one spray. Tap that right over the other copper color onto the lid, and this is going to add some more dimension to the existing shade we already have down. It's going to add a little bit of sparkle, and that's why I think playing with these pigments and like loose eyeshadows is so fun, because you can just kind of add them in as an afterthought. You can tap it right onto the look you've already done, and you don't have to worry about it changing it too much or anything like that. So right now I'm adding some cat eyeliner, and I'm using one of my favorite eyeliners. This is my Maybelline Master Precise, which I've recently gone back to after using gel eyeliners and cream liners for a while, and I just love how easy it is. And the best part is you don't have a brush to clean afterwards. So that's going to be my wing, and I'm just following the shape of the eyeshadow that I already made, so it's not too hard to figure out the direction of the wing. Taking some of my Cargo 1 base, and I already did this a little, but I forgot to press record, so I'm going to show you again. Just tapping it along the outer edge of my eye makeup. Then I'm going to use my Real Techniques foundation brush to contour the outer edge of my eyeshadow. Make sure it looks really, really crisp and just super clean looking. And today I'm using my Maybelline Volume Express One by One mascara, which just looks like that. I really love everything about this mascara, but the one thing that I especially like about it is the fact that I feel like it's really easy just to apply to the lower lash line. Sometimes other mascaras, or you know, the wands are too thick to apply it down there, or it just doesn't really stick on to the lower lashes. This one is more of a wet formula, so I just feel like it works really well for that too. So originally I had planned to do a red lip with this look, which I think would be really stunning if the eyes had turned out just a little bit softer, a little bit lighter. But I just think that there's so much impact with the colors on the eyes that I think a red lipstick might be a little bit much. Although I do have a red lip tutorial coming your way soon. So I decided to scratch that idea and just do something a little bit lighter with the rest of the face. For my blush, I'm using the Rockateur blush by Benefit, which is like a rosy natural color, but I think that it also picks up some warm tones too, which is nice. It kind of has a gingery look to it. It smells so good. Every time I open it, I'm like, oh. So the best way that I've discovered to apply this blush is to use a denser brush. This is a Real Techniques multitask brush, and just press it into the apples of the cheeks. And then once you have it on there, you can kind of start moving your brush around to blend the edges a little bit, but I just feel like this helps it show up a lot better than just taking a fluffy brush and like going to town with it. I'm also going to go around the hairline, the nose and chin just a little bit, just so I have some color appearing other places on my face. And then once I decided to toss out the idea of doing a bold lip, I just reached for two of my NYX Butter Glosses. I know I use these things all the time, but I do love them so much because not only are they just pretty on their own, but you can mix the colors together to create custom colors, which are always gorgeous. I haven't found a combination of these glosses that I don't like yet. The colors that I'm wearing today, I did Tiramisu, and I just applied that first. So this one is a gorgeous neutral nude, and it's really, really pretty, especially, you know, if you like nude lips, you would love this one. And it has lots of shine to it, as does my face right now. Okay, and then just to bring in some more warmth to it, kind of playing off what we have going on the eyes, I decided to layer Apple Strudel on top, and this one is more of a coral. So I have used this before in tutorials, but again, it really does give it a totally different look when you layer it with another gloss. And I think the reason I reach for these so much is because they do give the look of a lipstick and gloss layered together, and they're cheap, which is nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, this is just kind of an impromptu video based on your requests and your comments from my last favorites video. So I do have some fashion things coming up. I'm gonna try to film my morning routine video that I've seen a lot of you guys requesting too. So just a bunch of things coming your way. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!